I gotta say, it is a little bit astounding to those of us from California to see a politician from that state run for president, because you, in the back of your mind, you wonder, like, when's someone going to ask her about the state she's from, which is like the greatest disaster in the history of the United States, probably the greatest disaster since the fall of Rome, I would say. It went from the greatest place, I think it's fair to say, on planet Earth.
Yes.
When I grew up in the 70s and 80s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, to a place that people are fleeing. And so without, blaming Kamala Harris for all of it, what happened to California?
Well, there's a lot of reasons as to how we ended up in a one-party state, how we ended up in a state of decrepitude, and frankly, with elements of criminality that are so depraved and savage and dark that they are really unseen outside of the worst conflict zones in the world. And that is characterized by, let's say, for instance, the rise of child soldiers, juveniles committing a lot of crime. In fact, maybe driving the crime surge in the state, and certainly in Los Angeles.
Children
as young as 10 being recruited by gangs.
Okay, so now we're just in Mexico. You're basically describing
worse than Mexico.
Worse than Mexico.